So the first crystal I'm going to show you is one of my recent ones I purchased, and this is like definitely one of my favorite crystals ever. This is a green apophyllite with peach stilbite, but it's polished. Now if you know about apophyllite, it's, you know, it's always in kind of rough like mineral specimen kind of form, like raw. You don't normally get apophyllite polished. So this is definitely rare, and this one is like a pillow kind of cube shape. You will see all the beautiful rainbows. It's so super flashy. The camera is just like clashing with it, I think, but it's insane. It has so many rainbows, and this is the back. So there's so much shimmer in this crystal. And honestly, like I said, it's in my top 5 favorite crystals ever, because I'm just so in love with it. I've never seen polished green apophyllite. So I mean, look. It is incredible. So that is my green apophyllite and peach stilbite polished. Next crystal I have is the carnelian. So the reason this is rare, because obviously carnelian isn't actually a rare crystal, but this form that I have, I believe, is. If you can see, it has all these sparkles. So it's quite iridescent, but if you can see, this is like a blood carnelian because of the blood spots. And I've never seen a carnelian like this. So I believe it to be quite rare, because I don't know if I'm ever going to come across another one like this. I've just never seen anything like this. Like, the patterns for me are super rare. So let me know what you think of this crystal, but I love this carnelian. I love this one so much. I do so much manifestation work with this carnelian. But as you can see, it's super sparkly as well. So then I have this dark purple spirit amethyst. Now the reason this is rare, because most spirit amethysts are light in colour. They're a soft lavender. But as you can see, this has a natural dark purple colour hue to it. So just to show you a colour comparison, so this obviously is the spirit amethyst in the lighter colour, which is the most common colour you will see a spirit amethyst in. I have actually never come across one so deep and dark as this. So when I was looking up about this, it did say that most spirit amethysts mined are colourless to white or lavender colour. Only about 1% of spirit amethyst mined is in this dark purple colour. Older deposits had exceptional dark, intense colour, with more recent deposits being lighter in colour. So I believe this to be a bit more of an older spirit amethyst. So I have this red caped amethyst, which is a very rare amethyst. So red amethyst is uncommon and rare because this contains high amounts of hematite and iron inclusions, while red caped amethyst is the kind that forms within the geodes and where only the crystal points have taken on the reddish hue. So if you can see, this is obviously the root here of the amethyst that has obviously grown to the color red. So this is a exceptionally beautiful crystal. So this is why this one is in my rare collection. I do have a small piece of gem grade lepidolite. So gem grade lepidolite basically has, as you can see, like the mica. It's super gemmy and sparkly, and I think it's on the rise now, but it was very hard to get the gem grade as opposed to like regular lepidolite, so I thought I would include this in my rare gem collection. So the next crystal I have to show you is a amethyst flower agate tower. So I'm including this in my rare collection because this one actually has, as you can see, has amethyst here, but it also has pink amethyst as well. So we have the purple and the pink amethyst with the flower agate, and then it also has a carnelian tip. Well, I believe it's carnelian. So it's just very rare with the kind of orange down to the purple and the pink. A very large, thick tower. Now, I do find that, you know, amethyst flower agate was like super rare, and then I do find within the crystal community and with crystal wholesalers, they start to become more popular. So it is kind of hard to determine if crystals are rare because they start to become on the rise with popularity. For example, pink fluorite, that was rare at one point. Same with dendritic and rose quartz. Now that's quite often found. So I haven't actually showed you those, even though I own them, because I'm trying to like pick out my most unusual type of crystals. Just like pink apophyllite. Pink apophyllite is rare in the color variations of apophyllite, but again, this could be on the rise, so I don't really want to show these too much, but apparently pink apophyllite is one of the rarer colours. So now I have this green tourmaline in quartz. So the reason I'm picking this into my rare collection because green tourmaline apparently is very rare in quartz. It's rare in general. It's one of the rare colour of tourmalines, so I thought I would include it because this one actually has a very large chunk of green tourmaline there. And we do have golden healer here as well and some more tourmaline, but I thought I would show this crystal for the green tourmaline. So the next crystal I have is this rare specimen. So this is a grassy green gypsum, also known as green selenite. So as you can see, it looks like a piece of grass. It's amazing how this is actually natural. It's very delicate, very fragile, but it is a very rare crystal. So next I have this mosaic chalcedony crystal, also known as mosaic quartz, and this is incredible because it's combined with amethyst. So it's super rare to get mosaic quartz like chalcedony in with amethyst. So you will notice when you have this a mosaic crystal, it will have like yellow opal in, it will have quartz, but I've never seen it with amethyst before. So it's very rare, and as you can see, this is very large. It's a very large piece, or tower should I say. And the red, I believe, is hematite. So I love the combination of the purple with the red. And it does have lots of rainbows in. More of that red here. I mean, it's incredible. She's super large, and she just kind of stands out because she's like half and half. So then this next rare crystal I have is called anandlite. So the reason this quartz is rare, because as you can see on the kind of tips of the faces, it has a natural aura coating on it. So this means the aura sparkle is completely natural rather than a treated crystal. So I don't feel like you see these that often, because obviously angel aura quartz is a man-made stone. They put that titanium coating on it, but this is natural, fully rainbows on here, all natural angel aura. So yeah, I thought I'd add this to my rare crystals. So my next rare crystal is this manganese in fluorite. So this is very rare to get manganese in fluorite, and it gives it this kind of spooky feeling to it. It gives it more of a darker inclusions, and you can see it has loads of rainbows. It's super high quality. And just look at that. That's all the dark bits are all the manganese. So I love this crystal. So then I have this moldavite. So this is a natural moldavite piece. It's very hard now to get natural moldavite because there are a lot of fakes out there. Just do your research, because things to do with bubbles and other things, you can tell if your moldavite is natural. So moldavite are little pieces from an enormous meteoroid that fell from the sky into a mountain region 15 million years ago, and they're said to be rarer than diamonds and gold, and they're meant to be very high vibration and energy. So as you can see, this one is actually quite small and thin because they're super expensive. So I do actually have one in a necklace form as well. So the next crystal I have is a udalite. Probably not pronounced that right, but this is a very rare crystal. This is actually in tower form. I had a tumblestone of it, and then I managed to come across this tower, so I think it's quite hard to get it in a tower form, but it's super pretty. As you can see, this deep red here, and again, it's quite a spooky looking crystal as well. I do love this one. The patterns are incredible. So then I have this amethyst lace gate spear. So I think this is quite a new find, where this is basically amethyst, purple and pink agate plus pyrite. So it has different layers of agate and amethyst kind of running through it. I mean, it is beautiful. Like, this is actually natural. They haven't, like, you know, formed the crystals together. So it's one of nature's little beauties. And at the back here, hopefully you'll be able to see. Oh, well, I think I can see a little ghost face here. I didn't spot that before. I love it when you can start to spot little faces in crystals. Hopefully you can see the pyrite is at the back. So it has small pieces of pyrite. You can see right here. But it's absolutely beautiful. As you can see, this is the amethyst. So next I have a pink charoite spear. Again, another hard one to pronounce. Now, purple charoite is very rare, so pink is actually even more rarer. So this spear actually has, I think this is aquamarine, because it has the beautiful shimmer and sparkle to it, but I believe this is aquamarine. So it also has other minerals inside it and tinkersite inclusions. But this one is so beautiful. She's so sparkly. So my next rare crystal is this rainbow lattice sunstone. As you can see, this is the lattice pattern here, the rainbow pattern. And this is a very rare crystal, and it comes from Australia, I believe. And it's quite a thick, chunky piece, so it's quite rare to get like decent sized chunks of rainbow Lutece sunstone, because it's a very, very expensive crystal. Oh my gosh, it's super expensive. So this is definitely in my kind of rare crystals collection. So my next rare crystal is this flower agate pink amethyst and amethyst skull. So the reason I'm sharing this in my rare crystals is because I've never seen a flower agate with amethyst and pink amethyst. So just for that variation of like, look how crazy these patterns are. Like, I haven't seen a skull like this. Like, look how perfect this is. You can see there's pink amethyst up here. Like, this was like really, really expensive, but I think it is because, as I say, the variations of the 3 different mix of crystals. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to come across a skull like this ever again, so this is definitely in my rare collection. So I have a citrine tower. So this is in my rare collection because this is actually a gem grade citrine. So a lot of citrines are heat treated amethyst, so this is actually quite rare to get this super clarity tower. So it has lots of rainbows and sparkles in. Like, look at those rainbows. Then I have this Andean blue opal tower. So I believe this is rare because I could not find one. It took me ages to source this Andean blue opal. And even now when I go on Etsy, I can't really seem to find any. So I do believe it is a rare crystal. And also mine has this really kind of cool pink inclusions, like a mauvey, has this kind of mauvey pink inclusion here, which I haven't seen before. So it's really kind of quite unique. So the last 2 pieces I have is opal. Now the reason I'm including these is because I can't remember the name of this opal tower. I think it begins with K something. But it's a rare cut. It's very hard to get tower from. I mean, look at all those green flashes. And she actually does stand as well. I mean, I love opal, so I'd have to show opal in my collection. But as you can see, she does stand. So the last crystal I'm showing you is my gorgeous black Ethiopian opal. So the reason I'm putting this into my rare collection, because I've just never seen an opal like this. Like, come on, look at this. It has so many colours in. We have yellow, green, red, blue. Like, it's insane. Like, the pattern has this kind of honeycomb pattern. I just haven't seen an opal like this. It's kind of unique. So for its uniqueness, I'm putting it into my rare crystals. And the size of it, it's, as you can see, look, this is a chunky opal. You know, you can get a lot of cabochons, but they're very flat and small, mainly for like jewelry and stuff, but it's super hard to get. Like, this is just huge. This is a huge opal. So I'm so blessed and happy to have this in my collection. So I thought I would include this in my rare crystals because like, we've got the milky kind of white opal here as well. I mean, I just can't stop showing her off and staring at her. She's definitely part of the rare crystal family. So I hope you enjoyed my rare crystal collection. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite crystal from my rare crystal collection, and also what crystals you would recommend me to start, you know, trying to get my hands on. So Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel out, and I'm sending you so much love and light.